Welcome back to Gnomoria. This is episode 2 in the Kingdom of the Seven Iron Angels, and this is the beginning of the Iron Citadel. Last time we got these all planted and dug down to floor 20. Now we're just going to expand upon what we have done here. In this episode, we want to get some more of these workshops done, and maybe, if we move quick enough, maybe even have some of the metal production beginning. But definitely we want to get the wall done, get the cows inside, and if the woodcutters aren't too busy, we might have them working on furniture to put in the Great Hall, because that's a priority. But right now we got the carpenter and the stone cutter. We need a mason. And we need to set up these stockpiles. I'll do the stone one first because it's ready to go. Alright, we're gonna want stone blocks here. There we go. Sort of just pass it up. I'm gonna put the just the raw stone in the doorway, because I think you could still build doors over them. And to get rid of that, the dirt's in the way too, so I'm gonna move the dirt over here. Unfortunately, that's going to get everybody busy filling these two up with rocks and dirt. But the dirt should be pretty quick, because they prioritize dirt in a ever-widening circle, including up and down. And since there's nothing really below, they're going to get rid of the dirt in a circle here, and maybe some of the dirt up here. But it'll be a little more time consuming for them to get the stone from, down in the mine over here. That's fine. I'm gonna build one crate. I don't wanna waste too many planks until we got a sawmill going, because this crate's gonna use 4 planks and we only have 8. So that stone mill's the sawmill's very important. I'm gonna build a saw blade after the stone cutter makes just a couple blocks for stockpile reasons. So as soon as that saw blade's done, I should be able to build the sawmill. I can see the farmers here are still really busy. I gave them a ton of work to do, so they still got clippings to get. I don't know, I kind of regret giving them so much work, because they still got to get to planning. I'm gonna quickly get that wall there built here so I don't forget about it. I am still shocked by how much how much ores here. It is a little surprising. And there's tin all the way down on depth 20. Silver above it with coal. Wild animals usually just run straight away from your guys, so as long as it isn't like a military guy that spotted them, there shouldn't be any trouble. If a military guy spots him, he'll probably chase the wild animal around, and depending on what kind of animal it is, he could be in trouble. Like bears will kill a guy in plate mail usually, unless he's really good with his weapon and can inflict enough damage to kill the bear. Before the bear like rips him out of his armor and kills him. But we're not too worried about bears right now. We don't have anybody set to fight, so there's little danger of someone chasing a wild animal around and getting killed. Right now we're sort of just greedily mining up all this minerals with really no plans on how to store it yet. Leaving it down here really isn't an option. It's below depth 10, so as summer approaches, I'm planning on just cutting the stairs on 9. So I only have to worry about putting some torches on these lower levels until I have more of an army ready to deal with the stuff that's down there. I'm going to assume the saw blade's made because this guy's done working, so I think he probably finished his orders on building stone blocks, and this guy only needed 1 block to make a saw blade, so I'm going to think it's done and try to place it. Yeah, it's good to go. So with that there, I'm going to set up another stockpile. That's not what I was looking for. There we go. This is going to be for wood and planks. And with that, I'm going to destroy all this as soon as it's done, because I don't want them wasting their time on these pitiful workshops, and move this storage inside. I'm gonna go ahead and set these trees to get cut down too. I don't want them inside where they are. We're not really hurting for wood. I mean, there's plenty sitting out here, so I assume these boxes are full. Yeah, so we got plenty. Those are strawberries. There's logs. So we got 1 box full of strawberries. That's a little deceptive. But I do suppose that they put any crate in there when you tell them to, no matter what's inside the crate. I already have plans for this silver. Probably gonna make like some statues out of it. But yeah, we need to start working on those workshops. We got plenty of metal and stuff. We don't need to worry about mining too much more. I just want to get this silver out of the ground real quick, and then I think I'm gonna have my miners start working in the workshops. I'm probably going to dig out this level too, just to have some of this blue stone. Though I don't need to do that immediately. I could make sure I get the metal production done before I worry about that. Stuff is malachite. Yeah, it's sort of copper, like a fancy form of it. So it's not like terrible, but being on level 20, I suppose it's good. Probably gonna get rid of this now. Just checking to see what they're doing first. Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of it with deconstruct. I don't need either of them. I'm also going to remove this stockpile. And I might as well remove this stockpile. And I forgot to deconstruct this one. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to set the sawmill to make planks, because that's what it does. That's all it does. And I would like to maintain 20 planks. And this is the carpenter. This is where you make most of your stuff that you need for the dining hall rooms, if you're gonna put stuff in them, and further stuff required by other workshops. So I'm gonna make some of the basic stuff that workshops need: the chairs, tables, workbenches, and make sure I have just a small stockpile of each for. So if I need a workshop built and we don't have any wood, I should still have the materials ready. I am getting a little concerned. I know these ramps are little gaps in the walls, and you can see people passing through there, so I don't want to keep those ramps there any longer. It does seem, inefficient to have them walk around the wall, so I'm probably going to leave that one square of ramp in there until they finish what they're doing out here, bringing the wood in, finish getting the clippings. But I can still get rid of the other ramps. here. And the ramps. Well, you can't see it from this angle, but here, these ramps. So that'll keep the miners busy for, I don't know, a minute maybe. These guys are finally making some progress. I really hope that ain't clay. Yeah, well, I don't know how that snuck in there. But I bet I'm gonna have to place another birch tree there. So they got the crates placed, and I bet they're filling the stockpile orders along with, hauling stuff. Though I doubt they're actually hauling much, because these crates were filled with logs to begin with, and one of them had strawberries already, and the spots are already occupied by dirt, which I have to get out of there. I have to remove before they can start placing logs and planks. But I could probably move on to some more workshops here. I could have gone ahead and made some metal, but seeing as armor already requires tailoring materials, I'm gonna go ahead and build that. The tailor needs a bone needle, which will be difficult to get, but I assume a third cow will be born soon, and I'll just butcher it for the bones to get the needle, to get the tailor, and then I can make some bandages. And unfortunately, the farmers tend to use these a lot, so I can't even begin cloth production until I'm satisfied with the state of preparation within the walls concerning the farming. But we'll need a butcher shop to get the bones. It doesn't actually matter where the butcher doesn't have to be close to the Great Hall, because it's not actually used in food production like finished products. It makes meat and leather and stuff, so I'm probably going to put it up here. Close enough that it's still within, reasonable walking range of the kitchen. I'm not in desperate need of a distillery right this instant, so I'm wondering if I should. And I'm thinking, why not? I mean, I might as well get it done. I'm going to build it eventually at some point, so might as well get it done. I can see they're building it now. He went and grabbed a barrel. It's the only reason he could need it. The woodcutters are both busy. It's probably what they're going to be doing for a few days at least. There's plenty of orders here requiring tables, chairs, and odds and ends. I believe they have enough wood to get it all done. Alright, I'm gonna start squaring off this a little bit so I can get the wall in here, and then I'm not sure what to do about this area, because for the wall to come in and then for this to be safe, something has to be done up here. Either make this wall double high and remove the ramps, or cut this hill down, or go ahead and build a wall up here as well to meet up. I'm not sure what to do with that yet, so I'm going to pause it for a minute. Alright, I planned everything out here. It's getting kind of late in the season, so I don't want to waste too much of these guys' time preparing the walls, so I've decided to remove the ramps here, and then I'm just going to connect the wall to this, and then I'll worry about incorporating this within the wall later. It'll require building walls up here and connecting it and harvesting all this stuff, which I just don't have time to do. Everybody's getting tired already. The farmers have begun planting the seeds, and when that's done, I'll have them working on the tailor shops, which aren't completed yet. They're right here. So when they get their farming duties done, I can have them start working on the tailors. These guys just woke up. They've been sleeping this entire time. They clear cut up here so that I can start removing this hill. You can see where the dirt was. I cut this hill back, required me to get rid of a lot of this wood. So that tired the woodcutters out. Now they're back to working. They should finish building these. I added this wall here just as a lane, like a road kind of, and it adds a little more protection to each area in case I screwed something up along here and goblins are able to get in. It goes back to the main idea of funneling the enemies. I don't want them to be able to just run around wildly, so this is sort of like districts within the citadel. Yeah, so the miners are almost done with the ramps. I'm pretty sure they gotten most of the ramps out. So now I just need to plug in the holes. And as a precaution, I build one wall here on the level above where the wall is, so that nothing can get on the wall. I don't have floors on the wall normally, so I don't know how they would be able to get on the wall, but I just do it as just to be careful. I'm not too worried about doing it here, because I'm hoping nothing can get down from this hill. But in case they do, I didn't want them to get up onto this wall, and they shouldn't be able to cross over doors, so I don't want them over here. And this one is alright because of that wall, but I'm gonna build floors on here and then put another wall. And I don't know what's taken the farmers such an incredibly long time to get the food planted. They seem to go pretty quick on the trees, so I don't know about that. The third cow was born, so I'm just waiting for the right moment to butcher it, and then this tailor will be ready. But there's no reason to do it right now since the farmers are busy. But at this point, it would be a good idea to get the metal started. I set an order in here for 10 blocks to be made, because these workshops require furnaces and whatnot. I believe the furnace makes coal. So that's going to be 2 blocks for the furnace, and the bellows the carpenter makes. So we'll see how long it takes them to get to that, because the bellows will go on the bottom of their current list. So the furnace for coal, not sure what the forge does, but I'm pretty sure it makes like stuff for the next level of metal workshops. The smelter recycles stuff, so I don't want to waste the materials on building that yet. We don't have anything to recycle. I believe the blacksmith makes the materials to make the weaponsmith and armor. Like you can't make, like you need like a hammer and an anvil, which the blacksmith makes. So we'll worry about them getting this done before we get the armor and weaponsmith made. And even by that point, we'll need the tailor done and some padding being made for the armor. We start the game with a breastplate, a helmet, and a sword, I believe. Breastplate, helmet, and a hammer this time, okay. So, as for armor, we probably want to get a full set done, so boots, gloves, pauldrons, greaves, and then that one military dwarf will be pretty set. I mean, he'll be just so tanky by himself. He'll be able to handle goblins on his own. But we'll want to rush some more armor sets so he can have some friends. You can see this, they're working on getting the stone aspects of these workshops done. But yeah, I was hoping to have these done by the end of this episode, but it looks like we're just getting it started. They're getting it done. They're making the parts, and they're getting the wood stuff done for it, the bellows and whatnot. So it's almost done. Next episode we'll probably get to butchering these things, and we might make it to the beginning of summer. Not sure. If it's slow going, then maybe next episode will also just be of a building up towards summer. But summer's when a lot's going to happen. There'll be some attacks. We're going to have to do something about the mine, probably cut out the stairs. But yeah, and we need to worry about this Great Hall. But that's all we can get accomplished this episode, so feel free to leave some comments if you want a gnome named after you, and subscribe if you would like to know when the next video is done.